Welcome to the Tiffany Mika podcast. What we do here is build the strength and courage in you to accomplish your big dreams and goals in your sport. No longer will you feel limited. You won't feel you're not good enough. You won't question whether you will make it. Those doubts will disappear because you will have the competitive edge over your opponents and leave them in your wake. And the bonus is others will notice. Listen up and take notes because I will show you exactly how to do it. Hey there, Tiff here. Welcome to the Tiffany Mika podcast. So happy to have you here. Well, as you know, we've been working through on ways in which we can gain that mental edge. And so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be working on your athlete profile, the mindset in which you want to have so that you're actually out there performing the way that you want to as an athlete, but you know, you've got yourself set up in how you want to operate. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. As you're very well aware, I said early on when I started this series of Gain the Mental Edge, this has actually come from the Get Focused Academy that I put together earlier in the year, which is no longer up and running, but I wanted to share these videos with you. You will hear the audio part of it here on the podcast show, and if you actually go to my website tiffany-mika.com, you'll also see the video there, plus I'll give you the worksheet for free that you can work through as well. So you don't need to put your name or email or anything in to get it. You can just have absolute free access to it at time of recording this episode. So it's time to get into it, isn't it? To get into that athlete profile, and don't go anywhere and listen to what's following here. Dream big, believe in you, go after your dreams. Hey there, Tiff here. Okay, welcome to part one of the mindset development. So in this video, what we're going to be focused on is developing this. You've been through the baseline reality check. You've started to put some beliefs in order of how you want to operate. So that's great. We've got that in check and we've got you thinking about it now. So what we need to do now is we need to establish your standards, your values, and we're going to create your athlete profile. So make sure you go through this section. Make sure you do the just a couple of things that you've got to do in this particular video, but it's so important because this is going to set the standard of who you are going to become as an athlete. So make sure you follow what I'm going to share with you following this video, and dream big, believe in you, go after your dreams, and I look forward to seeing and hearing what you come up with. Hey there, Tiff here. Well, what we're going to be doing here, this is part one of the mindset development, and it's exactly what it says. That's what we're going to be working on. We're going to be working on your mindset and putting in place what we need to have in place in order for you to be mentally strong, mentally tough, and developing that belief deep in you that you can do anything, you're unlimited, and you can go after what it is that you want, not only in your sport, but also in your life. So very important area that we need to be focused on is mindset development, so that, like I said, you're going to become mentally strong and going after what it is that you want. So what is mindset development? Well, exactly what I've just said, working on developing your mindset into becoming the athlete who you want to become. And what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be working on building your philosophy. And what a philosophy is, according to the dictionary, is a theory or an attitude that acts as a guiding principle of behavior. So what we're going to be creating really is your attitude about how you're going to operate right? Your principle of behavior, how you're going to operate as the athlete. So how do we do that? That's what you're thinking, Tiff. How do I build my philosophy so that I can become the athlete that I want to become? How is that possible? Well, how we do that is we establish values and standards. So what a value is it's the importance, worth, or usefulness of something, or it's one's judgment of what is important in life. And we're talking about your values. I'm not talking about my values or your parents' values or your brother or your sister's values or your friend's values or someone else that you know their values. It's really the importance of what you believe is important to you in your life. Okay, this is your judgment. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to establish what your values are. And then we're going to, as part of that, the values, we're going to be working on a level of quality or attainment, and that's your standard. Right, so you can see where we're headed here, where what we're wanting to do here is, because we're creating this athlete mind of yours and we're developing it into becoming unstoppable so that you're out there accomplishing your sports dreams, we need to attain a level of quality, setting the standard by what's important to you. What's most important to you in life, your values, okay? So that's what we're going to be working on. So what you value is, it's a level or like a quality. So what we need to make sure that this level or this level of quality that you're creating then creates this philosophy. And what we want to do here with this philosophy is that it helps you acquire that level of quality. Okay, so we're talking about going after it. You can see the rock climber there. She's going after climbing up to the top of that mountain, isn't she? Right? Or the top of that cliff. That's what you're doing in your sport. You're climbing to the top. So what we need to ensure is that you have acquired a level of quality. So that's those standards and those values that you're going to be crafting. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be establishing your level of quality. So what this is I want you to be considering that this is your athlete mindset. Okay? So what I'm going to share with you is what I consider my philosophy, but not only my philosophy, an athlete philosophy and athlete mindset. And I don't only want the athletes that I work with to have this mindset and this philosophy in place, but I also expect this from me. So what I'm going to share with you is what my standards and values are of what I expect from an athlete. But not only expect from an athlete, I expect that from myself. And the reason for that is because I've been an athlete. So I know what is to be expected of myself. Therefore, I want you to consider this as something in order to help you create the mindset of what you need to have in place. So these are some things that I write out that I consider an athlete mindset. Thrive on discipline, love structure, love doing the drills, are coachable, open to improvement, will do the work, not afraid of working hard, purpose-driven, know exactly what they want and they'll do what it takes to do it. Deliberate in their approach to training, 100% committed to excellence, serious, diligent, crisp, clear focus in their training, no distractions. Take full responsibility of everything. Understand the attention to detail that will give them the results. Will take risks, know that it will be trial and error that will get them the results. Understand that losing matches are just feedback on how to improve and grow. Focused, calm and poised under pressure. Approach their preparation as a true professional of their craft. Thrive under pressure. Craft their plans in detail to focus on outcomes. They know that the power is in the detail of the plans. Understand that the power is in creating systems for results. Completely aware of reality, know that growth and development are part of the process, and know how to focus and stay in the present moment to perform at their best. Whew. That's what I consider the athlete mindset. And like I said, I don't only consider that as what I expect from an athlete that I work with. I expect that from myself. So it's incredibly important. And we're going to be doing something like this very, very shortly. So let's now look at the non-athlete mindset, because these are the types of people that I will not work with. These and this is the type of mindset that I wouldn't even rate simply because it's not what I consider as someone who is mentally strong, who is mentally or physically motivated in order to go after what they want in their life. So I want you to look at this too with the non-athlete mindset, what I consider as a non-athlete mindset, but also while I'm sharing this with you, I want you to be thinking about it for yourself as well, as what you don't want from you. You don't want to have this type of mindset, because these are the things that will then you will struggle with, and then that this could be some of the reason that will hold you back from accomplishing what it is that you want. So, hates discipline, hates structure, hate doing the drills, are not coachable, closed off and fixed mindset, won't work hard and won't do the work, are not purpose-driven, no clue what they want, and they just drift around, lazy and not self-motivated, don't care, are not serious, are not diligent, easily distracted, blame everyone else for errors, mistakes, and losing, refuse to work on the attention to detail, frightened of taking risks and stepping outside their comfort zone, seeing that losing matches are a failure, crumble under pressure and blame everyone else, don't take responsibility for their actions, have no preparation, refuse to craft plans and try to just wing it, no awareness of who they are or what they want, and refuse to learn, grow, and develop. Those are the types of people that I don't want to work with, and also that I expect never to be like that myself. So you can see what I have done here is I have created my philosophy, my values, my standards, my mindset on how I expect me to perform, but also what I expect from you. You can see that, can't you? But you can see what I expect from you as an athlete. But you can see also that if there's some things that come up in here as a non-athlete mindset that you're seeing, you can go, well, okay, that might be some of the reason why that's holding me back, because I'm seeing these specific things, right? So I won't work with people that have that mindset, because they won't practice, they won't train. All they'll do is complain, and they'll complain so much that it's too hard, and then they'll drop out. So to have that mindset and be the athlete you want to be, you've got to want to do it, because it's going to be tough. It's the toughest thing that you're going to do in your life. But if you give it everything that you've got, you're going to learn the most amazing skills that will not only help you in your sport, but will help you strive towards anything that you want in your life. So it's having that mindset. So because these skills you learn in your sport through the Get Focused Academy or anything else that you work on along the way develops you to go after any goal, any business, any career, anything in life, because you know how to do it. Because you've developed all these amazing skills along the way. It's incredible what sport can teach you. But the thing is that you won't be an athlete forever. And what I mean by that is you won't be an athlete forever in the sense of competing in your sport. And what you have here is you have a window of opportunity. So I want you to take that window of opportunity, which is now, I want you to take it and grasp it with both hands. And I don't want you to end up living with regret like I did. Because I didn't take hold of that opportunity when I had it. And the reason that I didn't take that opportunity when I had it was that I had no self-belief. I had no values. I had no philosophy. I had no respect for me. I had no respect for the sport in which I loved. I had a poor mindset. I had no confidence. And I didn't know any of those areas in my sport were missing. I thought I should just be good enough to get there. I didn't realize that there were so many skills that were missing. And I'm really not talking here about the technical skills. I'm talking about the mindset skills that were missing. And I will tell you, if I was 20 all over again and have the skills that I have in place now, I would crush it for sure. I wouldn't waste that opportunity. So now I talk to you. You've been given an opportunity to pursue your dream of becoming the sports person who you want to become. I don't want you to let anything to hold you back. That's right, we don't want anything to hold you back. We don't want the mindset to hold you back. We don't want the skill level to hold you back. We don't even want the finances to hold you back. All of that can be figured out. The limitations that you will encounter will be your limited beliefs about anything and everything. And you're going to have doubts. And others will place their doubts on you, their limitations on you. But their limitations are not your limitations. That's just their limitations. So you can say very firmly, especially when we've established your philosophy, you can say this, especially when people come up to you and place their doubts on you. You can say, thank you, but no thank you, not today and not any other day. Because what will happen here is because you've established your own philosophy, it will be so ingrained deep into your soul that you won't notice or be bothered by what others do or what they think or how they behave. Because you're on the path to your destiny, and that is where your focus will be. And when you are heavily focused into what you do and your destiny, nothing that others say or do will affect you. You don't give it any mental time. You are too driven and you're concentrating on your path. So the time has now come for you to create your philosophy. And this is going to be the first step of your philosophy. And what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be working on your mindset. We're going to be working on your professional mindset. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to talk you through these next couple of slides, and then I'll show you the worksheet that I want you to work through so that you know exactly what you need to be working on. So the first thing what we want to do is we want to establish your profile. So what I want you to do is I want you to describe who you want to be. And that's all those values and standards of what I was talking about with the athlete mindset. Now, I will show that with you with the worksheet because I'll have an example there and I'll have everything written out of what I shared with you about the standards and values that I expect, not only from an athlete, but also from myself. The second thing that we're going to do, the second step, what we're going to do here is we're going to establish your anti-athlete profile. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to describe who you don't want to be. Sometimes people are much more clear on who they don't want to be versus who they do want to be. So if you struggle with this in this first one of creating and establishing your profile of who you want to be, and you struggle with that a little bit, you can always do this second one first and describe who you don't want to be. Because when I get people to go through this, sometimes they find it easier to establish who they don't want to be. And when they start establishing who they don't want to be, then they get more clear on who they do want to be, and then they can come up with their standards and values much easier. So it doesn't matter which order you do that in, but I want you to make sure that you do that. Once you have created both your anti-athlete profile and your actual athlete profile, what we're going to be then doing is I want you to record your profile. And what I mean by that is I want you to record what you establish as your standards and your values. Add music to it, and I want you to listen to it every day. You don't have to read it out every day. You can listen to it. Add some cool music to it. You can groove away, or do your workout or training or whatever it is that you do when you're listening to it. Or it might be a great way for you to start the day, right? However you want to implement this into your lifestyle is fine. But I do recommend that you record it. I do recommend that you add music to it. And I do recommend that you listen to it every day, because it's what you're going to be listening to on a daily basis. That repetition is what you're going to believe. So remember when we went through the belief development area in the baseline reality check, and I said to you, what you repeat over and over again is what you're going to believe. So what we want to do here is we're going to record who you want to be as an athlete and who you want to be as a person. Okay, so here is the sheet that we're going to be working through. So you'll see this below this video that you're watching, but this is part 1, the mindset development. We're going to be crafting your profile. So I'm going to just recap this quickly for you. So step 1, we're going to establish your athlete mindset profile. So it was describing who you want to be, your values and your standards. So what I've done on this sheet here for you is I've put all of mine down, just so that it gives you an idea of what and how you can put it together. There's no wrong here, by the way. Nothing's wrong. It's what you believe, and what you believe is true, and what you want to believe in order for you to become the athlete that you want to become, what you expect for yourself. Okay, the standard, the level of excellence that you expect from yourself. This is what we want to be doing here. So that's the first step. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be writing it out in all of this area just here. So then we move on to step 2. In step 2, we're going to establish your non-athlete mindset profile. And it's describing who you don't want to be and the values and standards that you don't want to have as an athlete and as a person. So again, I've put all the examples here for you, or the example of a non-athlete mindset, what I consider as a non-athlete mindset, and how I don't want to be. So not only, like I said, not only have I done this as what I expect from an athlete, but this is also what I expect from myself. Because I need to set the example for you, right? So what we're going to do here is then, again, you list down here exactly what your non-athlete mindset is. Now, it doesn't matter which order you do it in. If you feel more comfortable doing step 1 first, that's fine. If you feel more comfortable doing step 2 first, that's fine too. It's not a problem. Whichever way you want to operate, that is all fine. Again, there's no wrong here, okay? And then the third step is what you want to do here is you want to record your, little error there. You want to record your profile, and then what I want you to do is add music to it and listen to it each day. So once you've got those, that your athlete mindsets and you've established it, and you've got music in the background and you're repeating this and listening to this each day, I thrive on discipline, I love structure, love doing the drills, I'm coachable, open to improvement, willing to do the work, not afraid of hard work, purpose-driven. When you're listening to this each day, especially in the mornings, I find this is so powerful in the mornings. It helps you get set for success. It helps you get set for success for a successful day. There's a lot of successes in there, but it helps you get success. It helps you set up and get successful for a successful day, and that's what we want. We want to get our head in gear. Right, we're athletes. We want to be out there accomplishing those big goals. So we've got to get our head set, ready to accomplish those big goals. You're not going to be able to do that if you have this type of mindset in place where you hate discipline, you hate structure, you hate doing the drills. You won't work hard, you won't do the work, right? You're not going to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So you've got some work to do. We're going to develop your mindset into the athlete that you want to become. We're going to create that athlete mindset profile of who you are going to be as an athlete and who you are going to be as a person. Doesn't matter if you're not there yet, but we're going to put that in place now. So go and do the work. I look forward to hearing from you. Dream big, believe in you, and go after your dreams.
More than ever, we need hope. More than ever, we need to believe that everything is going to be okay. The world is a mirror of what you see. And if you don't like what you see, then it's time to change your world. The first step is to believe in you. Believe that you can be anything and believe that you can do anything. And that's why I've written the book Focus, How to Reach Your Potential in Sport, Business and Life. It's to show you are worthy, that you can trust you and reach your potential. Get a free copy of Focus, How to Reach Your Potential in Sport, Business and Life. All you need to do is go to tiffanymika.com/free book. All I ask is that you pay for the shipping and handling. I look forward to seeing you there. Dream big, believe in you, go after your dreams.